So runners being called forward here. And they're off. And away they head. Tutti Quanti just required a little bit of persuasion to jump off. Just caught back on the heels. No reluctance as they race over flight number 1. Jackson it was who took it in the lead in company with Bluegrass. Then towards the inside is Tutti Quanti in the quartered colours of yellow and blue, racing quite freely, as is Toussaint in the striped colours of maroon and blue. Goonhilly towards the outside, one way or t'other is also in that outside group with the grey Joyeuse settled just behind the leaders. Chatty Chitch is also in that little group, and then the red and white on the inside of No Mean Feat from Everyone's a Critic, King of the Road, a Shake Your Tail Feather, and last of all is Dundori as they make their way round the bend for the first time. In the lead, Jackson has a narrow advantage over Bluegrass with Goonhilly at the back. Shake Your Tail Feather was just a little bit wide for a moment or two, but they are well clustered, unlike our opening event, as they head on towards the third. Goonhilly on the right-hand side in white and yellow, and then the cerise cap of one way or t'other for Tom Cannon, and then towards the inside, Joyeuse. Tutti Quanti going right up the inner at this stage with Toussaint, and into the park race in midfield with Chatty Chitch as they race over flight number 3. Dundori was last to rise over it, but they remain well clustered. Bluegrass on the right-hand side disputes it with Jackson. Third for Goonhilly with the white stripe on the face. Tutti Quanti's towards the inside with Joyeuse and Toussaint as they step over the next flight. One way or t'other is in midfield with Into the Park, Chatty Chitch and No Mean Feat. Then King of the Road with Shake Your Tail Feather. Everyone's a Critic, and the back marker is Dundori. So Jackson continues to stride on, leads by over a length now from in second place Bluegrass and in third Goonhilly on the outside of Tutti Quanti and the still keen Toussaint. One way or t'other's just covering a little bit of ground at each bend, and it'll be 4 wide at this stage with Joyeuse just behind, the grey and the McManus hoops. Into the park with Chatty Chitch and King of the Road as they take the turn away from the stands. Just behind these we have Shake Your Tail Feather, No Mean Feat, Everyone's a Critic and Dundori. So Jackson will lead them into the back straight. They've just about reached the halfway stage here, and there's 5 flights of hurdles to take. Up on the outside, Gentleman moves forward again to dispute the lead. So Gentleman and Jackson with Goonhilly right behind, Tutti Quanti one way or t'other who made a bit of ground round that bend as Goonhilly was just a little slow, rather hung in the air. And then behind these is Toussaint who races amongst horses with Joyeuse. Then into the park, a length to Shake Your Tail Feather, King of the Road, Chatty Chitch, No Mean Feat. In the back 2 remain Everyone's a Critic and Dundori. And at the back, Everyone's a Critic, one of the first to be pushed along. So continuing their progress, they've completed a circuit. Jackson and Bluegrass have led them throughout, and they continue to do so. Tutti Quanti moving up on the inside of Goonhilly as they prepare to launch their challenges as they step over the next flight. Joyeuse is another one who is moving forward. So those prominent in the market are beginning to get into positions. Then behind these we have One Way or T'other. Toussaint comes next as they race towards the last on the far side, 3 from the finish. And Jackson made a mistake there, and it's moving on Bluegrass with Tutti Quanti quickly moving up on the inside. Jackson is now pushed along, Goonhilly towards the outer. Then we have One Way or T'other in that pink cap. Joyeuse tracks them. And then on the inside is Toussaint. So Bluegrass still has the lead, but Tutti Quanti on the inside, just pushed along, a slightly short of room. Then Goonhilly as they make the bend. Joyeuse has moved into 4th. Toussaint is being ridden. From the back, Shake Your Tail Feather is making a little bit of late progress. The two-tone blue on the outside as the leaders now fan out on the approach towards the second last. Left-hand side, Tutti Quanti. Right-hand side, Goonhilly. Between the pair is Bluegrass. Joyeuse the grey. Still Shake Your Tail Feather has come from a long way back in company as well with Into the Park making ground. Tutti Quanti led over the second last. Joyeuse in second place, then Goonhilly Into the Park, and on the right-hand side, Shake Your Tail Feather down towards the last. Tutti Quanti with Joyeuse now trying to deliver a challenge. Tutti Quanti just in front over the last from Joyeuse. Into the Park in third place, running on big race, but up towards the line. Joyeuse on the grey on the inside of Tutti Quanti, and it's Joyeuse who's quickening up the best, and it's Joyeuse. The French import scores narrowly from Tutti Quanti. Nice run in third from Into the Park. Likewise, Shake Your Tail Feather. Then Goonhilly and Toussaint.
James Bowen gives it with winning reaction after Joyeuse makes a successful hurdles debut. Certainly got the page, and she's got gritty, determined fashion about her too.
Yeah, she's good. We hacked for half a mile and she's a bit keen, but after that the race went perfectly for me, and yeah, she's won well in the end.
What did you know about her from home? What kind of things does she show?
I've only schooled her, and she's always been very good to jump, and you know, as I knew she jumped around here today anyway, so no, she's good, and hopefully she can keep progressing now.
Does it feel like she'll have learnt a bit from that as well, rather than your conventional first start over hurdles will learn plenty? She just, in the early part of the race, just shuffled back a little bit on the turn. She had to fight for position.
Yeah, look, she hasn't ran for a long time now, and she's only had one run, and that was the first time over hurdles, so she's bound to improve really. So yeah, she's probably still a bit green, but she's 6 now, so we can kick on, I'd say.
Time to kick on. Well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.